Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and this one, a bit of a strange one for us because it's actually going to be quite TNA heavy. Sunday, normally a quiet day, the calm before the storm. Obviously we know loads of things will go down on Raw. So yeah, a lot in the Slammiversary folder for this one, but there is a WWE folder. So let's just have a little look in this first. So Seth Rollins shared his excitement for CM Punk getting his SummerSlam title match. There's a couple of things in this article that's quite interesting. First of all, the excitement, which obviously had me a bit confused. But when you actually read it, he basically says, I'm really excited for him to have that match because Gunther's going to tear him up. Gunther is going to make mincemeat out of CM Punk's chest. Like, he's just going to chop it into next week. So he's excited to basically see CM Punk get hurt. But not only that, he said he might watch it from home. But he went, actually, no, I think I'll be there, which obviously I thought it was interesting. But he does expand on that and say, you know, my wife is wrestling, so, you know, I'll want to be there. So I think this is interesting because I think as we get to SummerSlam, you're going to see pictures of him traveling there with the brace, being backstage, word going round, have you heard Seth's backstage and all this sort of stuff. I think he's kind of telling us now already why he's going to be there so that, you know, you can kind of not read too much into it. People are really torn as to whether this injury is real or not. So take a 1990, thank you. Here's an image taken the other day of him being backstage on crutches. So wrestling fans since day one, thank you. And there's also footage of Seth on crutches. So, Mitchell, thank you. This is from Becky Lynch, who shared this, right? And there he is on the crutches. And honestly, I mean, I'm torn, personally. I'm leaning that it is a work. Dave Meltzer has said this is a plan. He's going to cash in at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman's going to be revealed to be the mastermind. So a lot of people are going to be looking at SummerSlam to see if Seth comes running down during that match and cashes in. You know, is this just a fake injury? To be honest, I hope so. Because, you know, I don't think any of us want Seth out at the moment, you know. So ideally, hopefully, this is not a real injury. So, yeah, I hope it is fake. But they're putting out lots of footage so that you kind of believe that the injury is real, right? And maybe it is. So that's the whole Seth stuff. Not much in the way of an update. That's kind of the latest news we've got on that, right? Edward, thank you. So, yeah, Jacob teamed up with Cody and Randy. Not a massive story, but I think it just shows, kind of reinforces that they really are behind Jacob. We spoke the other day about how they're tailoring his merch. So not only can you buy a Jacob shirt now, but they're doing it so that it's themed to the town that they're in, you know, the state that they're in. So they only tend to do that for like big names. Most people just want to get a shirt, but actually with Jacob, they're now kind of tailoring it. So I think you could get like a Jacob shirt the other day that had like San Antonio on it as well. And as I said, they only tend to do that for top names. And now here's an image of him from a house show partnering up, tagging with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. So yeah, man, the sky is the limit for him. Edward, thank you. So just a little update in regards to Raw. We know that we got Gunther, CM Punk. We know there's a number one contenders triple threat tag match that's going to be taking place. We know that Lyra and Becky are going to be on that show as well. There's quite a few things that are in place for Raw, but this is probably the biggest. The OTC is on the show, and it says that he's in the house. And as Edward says, I wonder what he's going to say. So it will be really interesting to hear from Roman Reigns and actually see what it is that he's going to say. I mean, obviously, we're expecting him against Braun, more likely to be him and Jay versus Braun and Bronson. I think the tag match probably the more likely option. But yeah, clearly we need to put something in place for SummerSlam. We need to let people know he's going to be there. And I'm guessing it's going to be something along those lines. So there we go. That is the WWE folder. But today was really all about TNA. It was really all about Slammiversary. Mo Reigns, thank you. So this image created by Sportskeeda of AJ looking back at a younger version of himself, a TNA version of himself. And he just took this opportunity to let us know if he could speak to his younger version, what would he say? So obviously very interesting, yeah? If I had the ability to go back, I would tell myself that you have no idea how far this ride is about to take you. All the ups, all the downs, the doubts, they're going to shape you into one of the best in the world. Don't lose that chip on your shoulder, but learn when to let go of your pride. You're going to walk into places you never thought you'd belong, way better than you could imagine. Stay humble, stay hungry, and trust God's timing. It's perfect, even when it doesn't feel like it. You're not just phenomenal, you're built for this. So it seems like he would really G himself up. Maybe there's been a bit of doubt throughout his career. Perhaps confidence has kind of been an issue at times. So I thought that was really interesting. Obviously, AJ Styles was on Slammiversary, and we were waiting to find out what he was going to say. James, thank you. This is just a shot of the crowd waiting to get inside. We know now this was a record-breaking crowd for TNA. And what I would say is it's shots like this that I think need to be remembered. You know, this is the kind of thing that wrestling fans can sort of forget about, because I think the way the show ended was a little disappointing with Trick winning and JC winning. It means that the top titles are in the hands of NXT talent. And I've seen people kicking off about that and upset about that, and I really understand that. But this was not a show where everything came to a lovely conclusion. This was not the end, right? It's not like TNA managed to get the NXT Women's Championship, like Masha winning, and also Mike Santana getting the belt back from Trick. I mean, really, where do you go after that? You know, where do you go after that? Where does TNA go after that? They get their belts back, and what then? Yeah? What's the next chapter in the story? At least now we know what their goal is. It's just how are they going to achieve it? So actually there is a story there. There is obviously a mission for TNA. Get your belts back. And I think that this could be a very exciting story. I think that it could involve, obviously, a lot of back and forth on both shows, the NXT show and, of course, Impact as well. And I think it's stuff like this that needs to be remembered, because that's all story stuff we spoke about. But this isn't story. It is fact that they have just broken their attendance record in America, right? So it has to be fact that interest right now in TNA is, you know, nearing all-time high levels, right? So they're in a great place. They are in a great place. I would expect the pay-per-view buys to be huge for this show. I mean, we tuned in, we did the watch-along, and it's not something we tend to do. So this is a big night for them. And I think rather than worry about the fact they didn't get their belts back, which is story and I think will lead to good things for them, I think celebrating just how amazing this night was for TNA, if you are a TNA fan, that's probably the better perspective. So I get it, though. I get why people are down, but I do think good things are on the way for TNA fans. Public Enemies podcast said Trick Williams pulled up in Booker T's old robe. This is crazy. So look at that. Really good. Really, I thought the entrances for the main event were really impressive. I felt a bit sorry actually for Joe Hendry, because Joe Hendry's entrance was pretty standard. He just did his normal thing, but Trick had singers, and Mike Santana had a big rap entrance, and of course he comes through the crowd, and it was so good, so fired up. I mean, he looked like he was about to burst into tears. just from his entrance. I thought we were going to have a Bianca Belair moment. So, yeah, I felt a bit sorry for Joe Hendry. Right, this was a note that Carlos Silva gave to people that were attending, right? On behalf of everyone at TNA Wrestling, thank you for joining us for this milestone night. Slammiversary is more than an event. It's a celebration of everything that makes professional wrestling unforgettable. Passion, history, and moments that fans will talk about for years to come. Tonight, the stage is set for championships to be decided, rivalries to ignite, and surprises that define our legacy. Your support makes nights like this possible, and we're honoured to share it with you. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Slammiversary. Lovely. Thought that was great. Thought that was really good. So, Ryder, thank you. I flipping love this, right? This is amazing in my book. So here, this was the very first match, and that's Cedric Alexander. And, you know, they just spoke about moments. This was a moment that really popped me because the lumbar check that he does here on Tasha Steelz is huge, right? It is huge. There he is grabbing her, right? Picks her up and she gets, look at how high she is there. Bang, bang. She goes absolutely flying. Bang, bang! I thought that was so... Look at it. Look how high she is, mate. She is right up. I mean, she really got... Oh. The rough end of the stick on that one. So, yeah, that was in our main event. Just because... And what was so clever as well is because he had just delivered it, he was in the perfect position for the 450 splash. And it was this moment that Mustafa Ali put Cedric away. So this lumbar check here, look how high she is. Look how shocked the ref is. This lumbar check actually resulted immediately in Cedric Alexander losing the match. It was so good. So good. They were talking about moments and that one really, really stood out to me. Another one that stood out to me was this. So this was a botch, but honestly, it's a fun botch. I don't mind these. These just make me smile. No one has got killed or been hurt or anything like that. This is them backstage just waiting for like someone to give the call of we're live, right? So they're just sort of standing there and you'll hear someone go, okay, 3, 2, and like count them in. I remember watching this going, do they do this all the time? Like, do they always count them in and whatever? But no, I mean, apparently not. This was a legitimate production botch.
Rolling.
Rolling. 2.
All right, here we go. Wait for this guy to go. All right, here we go in 3, 2.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Look, that's them just backstage, just waiting for the cue, just standing there, just getting in the zone, just waiting. Mate, that is so funny. That is so good. Right, Edward, thank you. So here, 7,623, a new all-time US attendance records. As well as that, All Ego said, ha ha ha, I want to congratulate TNA for tonight, but should I really say congrats NXT? So of course he's winding up the TNA fans, sticking the knife in a little bit. He's a heel, so he should be doing that, right? So Shaquem, thank you. Ethan Page having a lot of fun with the outcomes. And I forgot, actually, that on Tuesday we're going to be in Houston. So it's actually quite a big show for NXT this week. And so Santino said he's going to be heading to Houston. He's going to show up at NXT. So is he showing up alone? Are there going to be TNA talent that travel with him? Very interesting. As I said earlier, we're only just getting started. Here is Matthew, Drama King Matt, obviously the commentator, formerly known as Aiden English. He said it didn't finish the way any of us wanted, but that show was put together by TNA crew, And that ring was lit on fire tonight by TNA wrestlers. And that building was full of TNA fans. Feel whatever you want about the outcomes, but TNA did that shiz, and we aren't done yet. So there we go, a passionate message there. Coming out of TNA. Here's NXT. Trick NA lives on. Trick Williams retains the TNA World Championship. So there we go. That's the shock for me. JC winning wasn't as surprising, to be honest. I thought she would win. I did not expect Trick Williams to get the job done on that one. I really didn't. Vic Joseph said, "You did it, champ. Trick Slammiversary. But now you've got The Undertaker waiting for you on Tuesday in his yard in Houston." So just a little reminder there to Trick Williams. Well done, mate. But don't forget, The Undertaker said he was going to be on NXT this week, and it's his yard. So honestly, they've really built NXT this week to be a big deal. So here's AJ Francis. You might remember during his match, he went crashing into a ladder, right? In a very awkward way. And he says that his eggplant is big enough to protect his balls. So don't worry. So thankfully, it seems like AJ Francis has got a big eggplant. And it seems like that might have helped with his situation. I actually think having a big eggplant might have made that situation worse, but he knows, obviously. He's the one that went through it, literally. So there we go. Indi said, "I hope I made you proud." And that's because Indi, during the match, delivered an elbow. And I believe she did that to kind of honor Bayley. So a well-placed elbow drop from Indi Hartwell connects. Indie Wrestling said, "I hope I made you proud, Bayley." So a little tribute there, a little nod to Bayley in her match against Tessa. And there was AJ. AJ came back, and that's kind of what he was wearing. That's how he looked. And he didn't really do much. He didn't say much. He just really put over Leon that got a victory. Leon beat in Moose, becoming the new X Division champion. I really thought he was going to challenge him to a match. He didn't. And he really just said it was great to be back and kind of praised in the future. And that was it, really. That was it. As well as that, obviously, we had Bully Ray. He was another surprise. He came back and challenged the Hardys to one last match. Team 3D versus the Hardys, bound for glory. So that was another big surprise that we had on this show. As well as that, Tessa was suspended. So I think that's all storyline, of course. So she's been suspended indefinitely. There were chants of Tessa's racist or Tessa is a racist, but there were little groups, pockets of people chanting no she's not. But that match, the community gave it a good rating, but you could tell the crowd were really not into it. They've got a real problem there with Tessa. She's been in for months and months and months, and I did wonder if the crowd were going to be a bit warmer to her now. Not really, to be honest, not really. So, yeah. Good show, though. If you want to see our kind of breakdown and thoughts, you can go over to the second channel, Wrestling Days Opinions, and we do videos for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, premium live events, and of course, we've just done one for Slammiversary. So there we go. I think that kind of ticks quite a few of the boxes. Let's go into other. So Brady, thank you. This came through just after yesterday's Unseen, and you can actually see the new side plates that people have been talking about for the Wyatt 6. So there is a close-up image, which is a little better. So Dakota, thank you. So you can see that red circle, which is so good. I don't know kind of what's in the middle. It's not very clear to see the design. That's obviously going to be very interesting when we get back to SmackDown on Friday, because hopefully we'll see these titles. But love the red circles. Just looks so good. It really makes them pop. Just really looks good. So, yeah, very good. And as well as that, look at this. They're back at Whataburger. So, Larry, thank you. I love this because the IWC gave the Wyatt Six shiz for posting that first picture at Whataburger after the debut. But now our champs are doing it again, and they're giving a middle finger to the haters. That is exactly what they're doing. So they've gone back to Whataburger, and they're sticking up the fingers. It's a weird direction, this, to be honest. It's a weird direction. Not the kind of thing that you necessarily expect from these characters. But yeah, I mean, I kind of don't mind the attitude. I kind of don't mind the sass. That's okay. So there we go. We do what we want. We do what's right for us. If we want to get a picture with someone in Whataburger, we're going to do it. I really don't mind that. But yeah, it makes it so hard to know how they're presenting these characters. Like, is this the group? Or is this them in character? Out of character? You know, they've got the belts. They don't have the masks. They're wearing casual clothes. That makes me think that these aren't the characters. So it's like, it's a bit confusing in that regard. But I like the attitude. Right, what else have we got? I think we're a little bit all over the road. Charlotte Flair spoke about the crowd support she had received at Evolution. She said, I was blown away. Literally, when they started chanting, "We want Charlotte," I was like, are y'all chanting for me? I was like, don't tear up on the apron. You have to run a comeback. It made my night. It made my year. They made me feel heard and seen. And honestly, I've seen the interview where she says it, and she, like, pauses quite a bit, like, as she's trying to find the words. Like, she was genuinely touched by that support the crowd showed her at Evolution. It was really cool. It was nice to see how much it meant to her. Right, Fightful Select have learned that Big E has got a memoir that is going to be published. So Big E has got a book, a memoir on the way. Should be fascinating, yeah? I think that's a great project for him to get his teeth into, to be honest. I mean, clearly he is no closer to returning. There's no rumours on that. I think if he was going to come back, they would have done something around the New Day betrayal. The fact that we're so far removed from that and he's still not back and there's still no word of a return. It's just not looking good, is it? It's really not looking good. So perhaps to kind of, pass the time, he's really got stuck into writing a memoir. So I bet that'll be great. I bet it'll be absolutely fascinating. Kind of give you the inside story of the New Day and of Big E. Gunther at a house show pulled off Penta's mask. You don't see his face, but you can see he's got black hair, dark hair. There he is, look down on the mat. So there you can just see a bit of his forehead, a bit of the dark hair, and that was after a house show match. So Gunther versus Penta, and he ripped the mask off. There we go. Right, Nikki Cross said, a lot of you didn't deserve her goodness. She's just expanding on the Nikki ASH character. I didn't see this the other day. Not all of you, but many of you mocked her, teased her, you cast her out, you exercised your false and imagined superiority. You created this monster that you fear. The only people that deserve my energy now is my family. That is hashtag the book of the sick. So, Emmanuel, thank you. There's that Charlotte one. That's that video. But as we said, we've kind of already read what she said out loud. In regards here to this is the last one. Tiffany nearly missed a flight after being detained in the UK over a illegal item. That illegal item was mace. She actually had mace in her case, right? Probably for her personal protection, of course. But apparently it's like a banned substance or whatever. You're not meant to be traveling around with it, apparently. So she said, like, it was really serious and I was really worried. Everything was so strict and I had to go in on my own. And I really thought I might be getting arrested in the UK. And what was this going to mean? And thankfully, after about an hour, it was sorted. But she really struggled to get her flight. She almost missed her next flight. So bit of drama that Tiffany had in the UK over an illegal item. And as we said, that item was mace. Right. Few bits in the fun folder. Naomi said, Big Jim, you gotta stop messing my hair up. So, there we go. Naomi laughing away after having I'm guessing, a really good time. A really good time. So, fly music. I never noticed this, right? But here, look at Alexa. So Alexa is standing next to Charlotte. The pyro goes off and she does a little jump. It kind of startles her, right? So she's next to Charlotte, goes off. Oh my God. Right? And then she has a go at Charlotte for it. Just like, that was not cool. Right? Let's just go back a little bit. It does make a jump. And then she goes off. And then she's like, oh, well. I didn't notice that at the time, that the pyro had made a jump. Wendy Lucho, shout out to you. So, Ringsides have released this. This is the new Cody Rhodes figure, which it's been shown off before, but we've never had these kind of images. So, there it is. There he is with Pharaoh. And it's pretty fun, isn't it? You get Pharaoh. I mean, they have done animals before, but I don't think this level of detail. I mean, the articulation and all of this. I know they did like a dog with Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, yeah, Matilda, but never of this kind of articulate. Not on this level, right? I think it's got swappable heads. Like there you can see it's got its mouth closed there, look, the tongue sticking out. So I think you get like different heads and stuff like that. So crazy. But really fun. That's a real fun Mattel figure and one that I think Cody fans will be really interested in. So Wendy Lucho, thank you. There she is, look. There she is. Naomi said, I got a new scooter, Dusties. It's hot out this door. I'm going inside. So she just literally drives past the fans, like waving to them. She goes all around the outsides. I mean, I think this thing's amazing. Like, the speed of it is actually quite impressive. There she is on the phone. Driving past the fans. So she's got a new one of these cases. I was saying, like, it must have a decent sized battery. I think it struggles a little bit with this incline. And then she does kind of almost tumble over. She's like, I ain't gonna fall off, you losers. And I ain't sticking around. And then she drives off. So she's managed to get a new one, but I bet there can't be much space in there, can there? Because it's gonna have some sort of engine. And this is going at what looks to be a decent speed. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not, like, slowly crawling her way past these people. It's moving at a decent speed. So, yeah, I doubt you can get much in that case, to be honest. But there we go. She does have a new one, and she is loving it. Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you. There's Becky and her daughter, Rue, just doing a little bit of wrestling. I mean, you've got to train them young, to be honest. So that's exactly what Becky is doing here. Look, work on the arm. Yeah, work on the arm. Sharp Becky goes down. I don't think there was much behind that chop, to be honest. I think Becky oversold, but, you know, I don't want to be too critical. Kick's coming in. Kick's not bad, actually. Not bad. Becky doing some decent selling there. Yeah, not bad. I'm going to give that 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. If that was in the Tokyo Dome in AEW, that would be getting like 7 stars from Dave Meltzer. Larry, thank you. Yeah, I thought this was really sick, right? Look at this, right? An insane tag team dive. Look at this. Bang, bang. Woof. Okay, I still can't quite figure out the mechanics of it. Like, how does he manage to launch him that well? I think this person has to do quite a good jump, to be honest. Step over. It's so good, though, isn't it? I saw it and I was so impressed. Bang. Very good. I've not seen anything like that. That is an insane tag team dive. So, very good. So, Larry, thank you. Penta, look at that, young kids. Penta with a little fan at the house show taunting Gunther. I mean, Gunther, of course, would get the last laugh. We've already seen that. Yanking Penta's mask off, but a young kid on the shoulders of Penta doing the hand gesture at the same time. And there we go. I mean, these are the kind of things you get at house shows that you just don't see on TV, of course. So house shows are great for this. So, Larry, thank you. So there we go. That was the fun folder. Community, I think there's a few bits. WrestleBuzz was at Slammiversary. Slammiversary, I'm in you. Wow. That is... wow. I bet he says that to all the girls. Dave in real life, shout out to you, buds. Days, Summit for the community folder. My Funko Pop collection. I hope that everyone enjoys. So, look at this. Dave in real life, send in it. That is amazing, mate. That is so amazing. I mean, we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in there, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means there's 70 there, and then we've got these double packs at the bottom. So, I mean, we've probably got about, what, 76, 77, something like that there. And there's some really great ones as well. I mean, that's Alexa looks really cool. I mean, I love the Asuka ones as well over there. They look great. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat over there. The old Sting one. That packaging is like OG packaging. So, like, that is that the oldest one you've got? That might be the oldest one. I saw The Fiend down there as well, which is really cool. I don't recognize this one. I actually don't know what that one is. What is that? I can't quite make out what that is. It looks to be WWE. So... oh, Rey Mysterio. God, it looked like an octopus. It looked like it had an octopus head and then, like, these, like, tentacles coming out. I was like, is that Octopus Man? But, no, I can just make out that it says Rey Mysterio. Oh, God, I'm glad we answered that. That would have really bothered me. I would have been really bothered as to what that was. So, yeah, Rey Mysterio. Really good, though. Jake the Snake as well. I keep finding ones that look really cool. Obviously, we got some Mattel figures down here as well. But I know there was some more. Look, even more. So, I think he's got all the Hall of Fame ones. The Dudley Boys, Kane, Undertaker, Roddy Piper. I love that collection. That set is great. The big Triple H. And then just a few other bits and bobs kind of dotted around. So, amazing. An amazing collection. You've done so well to get all of those as well. So, yeah, I mean, I think the community will love that. But more importantly, I loved it. So, Dave in real life, great channel, great YouTuber. Appreciate that, my friends. Really good, really good. Football 24085123. Getting a couple of new Karrion Kross shirts. Very good, thank you, my friends. Showing the support to Karrion. And Football 24085123 got a follow from Karrion as well. So there we go. Karrion reaching out and dropping a follow. So very, very good. Right, let's do thanks and let's get out of here. Don't forget, we will be back later with our Raw watch along. We always start 2 hours before because we always like to have a little chit chat. I'm guessing there's going to be some chat about Slammiversary. There's probably be some chat about Seth. There'll be some updates and news today, so obviously that'll be in there as well. So yeah, lots of bits, I'm sure. So if you are around, come and join us. Should be a lot of fun. So All Game 17, Larry, Jimmy Johnson, Robin, Huddle Talk, Wild Child Billy, Chris, Prain User Sports, CM Chunk, Real Wrestling Fan, Word of Wrestling, Sammy, Raymond, Fly Music, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Shaq Diesel, Cal, Smile Saint, MLW Flash, Big Bam, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Football 24085123, Babs the Barbarian, Daboomer65, Claire Webb, and football24085123. Really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little delayed, but of course Slammiversary went on a little bit, and then of course we did the opinions video. I thought it more important to get that up rather than get this one done first, so I did that first. But yeah, back later. Have a good day, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.